Well, hey, I gotta cut a new version. I gotta cut a new version of that, like that fades out somehow. But
Yeah. It
I
cut
don't.
off Mad Erupt. I thought I had more time. I was like, oh shit. Hello. Hello everyone.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to What Had Happened Was. I'm Karen Bryant,
And I'm Angela Overkill Hill. I got the
and
guns out today. I got the guns out.
look
I just
at
came from a
you.
session. I'm feeling swole and in control. So there you go. That's my
Nice,
energy. That's my
nice.
energy today.
That's good. I had a good workout today too. I mean, it was just my jump rope stuff, but I was using like all of
Nice.
them, and I used my like weighted ropes and that 2 pound rope. If you miss, like it'll literally like you almost get swept off your feet. Like
No.
yeah, because it's 2 pounds, right? And so
Yeah.
I can't even I can swing it around and just jump once, but it I can only do that for like maybe 10 or 12 times, and then I like I have to do a double jump type thing. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
It gets so heavy. And so if you're really going at a good clip though, and you miss, like I've literally swept my feet out from under me to point, you're like, whoa, like where you pitch
Yeah.
forward and you have to catch yourself. So um, jumping rope can be
That's
dangerous too,
hardcore.
Angie.
That's
Yeah.
hardcore shit. No, I know all about jumping heavy ropes. I hate it. I hate it so much. But I think that's why like my shoulders kind of look the way they do. I know you
Yeah.
probably got some awesome shoulders under there. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh shit!
I'm getting there, but
Yeah!
I'm
Look at
still
them
working on.
delts.
I
Look at
know, but
them
I'm still working
delts.
on the triceps. Like the triceps still need to
Yeah.
be. They need to pop a little more. I was doing some
That's some
push-ups and
good definition. I mean, you're
trying.
more you're a media personality, so you know they don't like it when the ladies look too strong. Okay,
Right.
only the athletes are allowed to look strong. You
That's
have to
true.
look like just skinny.
It's true. No, it's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, they don't want us, and they don't want us like that's why some people are like, "Hey, KB, why don't you do, jujitsu or why don't you whatever?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't do anything where I could potentially get a black eye or something like that." I'm like, "They're not trying to feel that from me. They're like,
Yeah,
it's different if it's an athlete. Like, they're not trying to have KB show up with a scratched up, gi burned face. Like, it's not."
yeah. Well, just so you know, if you ever do want to get into something like that, it usually takes about 2 days to heal. So
Okay.
at least you can put some foundation on. Like every time I have a fight, even when my face looks fucked up, like a day later the swelling goes down. And the
Yeah.
next day, if I'm wearing foundation, you won't even know I'm in a
Oh,
fight.
that's good to know.
So
That is good to know.
yeah. I think the worst one was the Andrade fight. That was the most swelling I ever had.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, day two, I was like chilling. Nobody was looking at me crazy, looking at Adam crazy,
Nice.
like he just beat my ass, you know? Like
Yeah. I remember seeing you
I
guys.
look normal.
That's good to know. I remember that one time I saw you guys in the airport before I knew you well, and I remember thinking that, like, what must other people think when they see you
Right.
together? I wonder how often people come up to you, "Girl, do you need help?" You know?
No, that actually happened to me once. Did I ever tell you
Yeah.
about that? It was really cute. Well, it was cute. It was really adorable because I had just had my first pro Muay Thai fight, I believe it was, and Adam still worked at a bar in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I took Adam, I walked him to his job, and then said, oh, "Okay, see you later."
Right.
And these like kids on the corner, like they were like teenagers or whatever, they saw me walking with Adam to the bar. And then
Right.
when they saw me come back by myself, they were like, hey Ma, you all right? And
Oh, that's cool. That's
I thought it was
good.
so cute. Like it was like this adorable, like, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to beat Adam's ass, but I think it was
Right?
a genuine, like, want to make sure that I'm okay because I look like I
Good.
just beat got beat up. But I told them
Yeah.
that they should see the other girl. So, that
Nice.
it
Nice,
it
nice,
was a good
nice.
one. That was a
That's so
really cute
cool.
moment.
Hey, so
But
listen, we are gonna have Jairzinho Rozenstruik on today. Biggie boy. He is awesome.
hey,
He is fighting Marcin Tybura at UFC 273 next weekend. So we're gonna talk to him about that. But we'll get his thoughts on Curtis Blades' win on Saturday. We'll talk about a few other things, but first I wanted to see um bu- 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 just some people if there were some comments here and stuff like this. Oh well, I mean, both of you ladies look amazing. Keep up the great work, and the women
oh,
on
thank you,
True
thank
Sports
you,
Channel.
True Sports Channel. Speaking the truth right there. Nah, thank you.
Hey,
I
hey,
sound all vain.
before Jairzinho gets here, and I actually probably want to get his take on this too, dude. You were not because you were out celebrating your husband's birthday, I'm sure, but I was watching the Oscars live when the slap happened,
Yo.
and I was like, "Wait a minute!" I was
Yeah.
just sitting there alone, and like sometimes you're like, "Wait, did anybody else see
Am I
that?" So
getting yeah,
and
am
so
I getting spoofed?
I jump on Twitter and I was like, because I'm like, that was bad. I definitely
Yeah.
thought it was real right away, and I thought it was bad, bad. It was a bad look all around.
Mhm.
And I jumped on Twitter to see, yeah, what was really going on, and see if like, yeah, did I make that up? Did I imagine it? And everyone was like,
Right, right.
yo,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
so
that
it
was
was
on my Twitter feed
crazy,
too.
dude. I don't know. You can't go smacking people at the middle of the Oscars. Like I like Will Smith, but I think he was fully in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah, it's kind of there's this weird like gray area, right? When you're talking about someone's family, we keep hearing this narrative where someone's family is mentioned and it's like you can say anything you want about the person, but if you talk about someone that you love and care about, then there's a drastic reaction, like an overreaction that, if that probably wouldn't have happened on the right day, but you caught them on the wrong day, and then that's what happened. So it's you yo it's a, I mean,
But
part
but
of
she's her
me.
own entity. She's her own freestanding entity outside of him being married to her. Like that, he's just picking on an actress in the audience full of actresses at that point. And listen,
he
terrible joke and such a stupid joke and an outdated joke. I'm not saying I generally do like Chris Rock. I'm not saying that's his best work, but
uh
like, so yeah, it was a weak joke, and it was, yeah, you take it up after, especially on the night where you're nominated for Best Actor, to go then
yeah,
do that. To me, I was like, oh man, you just soured everything now, and I just thought I
yeah,
didn't like that energy.
I don't know. I feel like the people defending Will are very sensitive to Jada's condition, her
Sure,
alopecia thing,
I understand.
and he's probably seen her cry multiple times about losing
Yeah,
her hair,
of course.
and then Chris Rock makes a joke about her hair being short. So I
Yeah,
don't know, I've always felt like as a melanated woman that people don't realize how much hair jokes actually hurt to black
true,
women.
true.
It's a really sore subject, especially like Karyn, you got that good hair, so I don't know if
I mean,
if
it's all
you
right.
if you feel that way
I
too,
do
but
feel that energy though about
but
hair. I'm very
like,
sensitive about it.
look at my fight career, my entire fight career. You can look at every one of my fights where I fight in natural hair. I fight in my hair that grows on my head naturally.
Yeah,
People talk shit about my hair every time I fight. They think it either doesn't look clean cut, it doesn't look presentable, it looks
right.
nappy. They call me a nappy headed hoe. They call me a crackhead. There's multiple jokes that are made about black women about
Yeah,
their hair, especially if it isn't all like nice and sexy
pressed
like
and
it is
yeah,
right now, like nobody's gonna joke about our hair right now, but most
right.
of the time it doesn't look like this. Most of the time it's an
Sure.
afro, it's like flat on one side because I just finished grappling, or there's chunks pulled out of it. And
Right.
I think because black women wearing their hair naturally isn't as normalized, then we get
Mhm.
really sensitive when people do talk about the ones who go out there with their natural hair. So
Sure.
even though that's a reach, it's a big reach. I
Yeah.
will say that I'm very impressed with the way Chris Rock handled getting slapped. Like that was really like some stone cold, just like been in TV all his life. Just man, I don't think anyone would have been as cool and smooth after
Yeah.
getting smacked like that. Like
But
he
he was
really held
flustered
himself
though.
well after.
He did, but as a host, like to me, so I eyeballed Chris immediately. That's where my focus was for sure, like on him. And I did notice, right? If you look like, so his eyes, there's like a tiny bit of water in there, right? Like there's just this tiniest little extra bit of moisture in his eyes. Cause I think that was genuine panic, not panic, but genuine, like, what the hell just happened type reaction, like 100% legit what just happened. So then you could tell he's completely distracted because he says, okay, we're here to give out Oscars to the documentary. And then he's he's kind of fumbling and trying to find his words. And then he said, okay, here are the documentaries. Here are the nominations. Like, you could just tell that he was in distress up there. Like, to me, it all seemed very real. And I think he was genuinely upset by what just happened. Because I think he probably was thinking the reaction was really outsized the joke. I think,
no,
personally.
of course. And no one's not going to be upset about getting smacked. Like, that was a hard, like, he cocked that shit back. Like, there's like a picture of this and then a picture of this,
Yeah, like, you're not ready for it because you just think it's like range. Whatever.
Yeah, you could get hit with a strong gust of wind when you're not expecting it and your eyes are watering. Like, I don't think he was about to cry about it.
No,
but I do think, like, just the impact and the shock and just, like, the panic of bringing the attention back to the job that you've been brought on to do I think he handled all that really well. Like, I don't know. I was just really impressed with that because I feel like I would have just fought someone, like if you're going to smack me, then I'm going to completely go unprofessional. And yeah, the choke might've been distasteful, but violence should be met with violence sometimes.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I think Chris handled it perfectly. I think that's the way you roll with someone's overreaction, because now everyone's talking about Will Smith overreacting and they're not talking about, they are talking about Chris's joke, but I think more of the attention is on Will.
He did exactly the right thing. He just powered on. But what I'm saying is that you could tell that he was legitimately messed up by what just happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. As he's soldiering on, just trying to, like, get through the thing, like, what the hell? Like,
we have a pro Chris Rock or pro Will Smith comment here with prank game. If you feel like pulling that up, he said, Chris Rock deserved that. That situation reminded me of the Jones and Cormier brawl during their face-off.
Yeah, it kind of did. Hey, well, you know what? We could get somebody else's opinion on this, Ange, because here is Jairzinho.
Hey,
boy. How are you?
Good.
It's happy great to see you.
Podcast.
Yeah, nice to meet you finally.
Hey, can you wipe off your lens a little? Can you wipe your camera off? It's a little dirty, I think.
Oh, you just finished working out. That's why you got that steam.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good.
Almost there.
Yeah, finished my last workout, feeling good, and seems positive, feel really good, and that's
excellent. It. Hey, so we were just talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. What do you think about that?
I know it's funny, but I think I probably do the same thing.
I'm telling you, man, you can't talk about people's family. That's where you draw the line. Yeah.
Talking about that, so I'm gonna mention Jorge Masvidal with Kobe Covington. The same thing happened actually.
Right.
So it's like the month of don't talk about people's family.
Mm-hmm. It is. Mm-hmm. So in that situation, you're obviously Team Jorge in that one, then, huh?
Yeah, I'm cool with Jorge. Jorge is fine. I'm not on nobody's sides because they know what happened, what they have. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get mixed up in it, but I just bring it up because it's kind of similar.
Yeah,
I love that.
Have you ever had beef with anybody? Like, have you ever had beef with another fighter? Real beef?
No, I don't need it because I'm a businessman. That's how I see it, and I want to push forward in my career and make sure I can take care of my family afterwards.
Good man. I love hearing that. It's so refreshing because there's so many people who crave drama just to get eyes on them. Yeah. And you just explode people's heads. So you don't need to create drama.
I think that my actions speak for themselves. And I think that's most important because the thing we're doing is sport. And on the side of that, it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is a great outlook. So you have some business coming up against Marcin Tybura. So what do you make of the matchup? Where do you find him to be the most dangerous?
I think he's an all-around guy. He's been around for a while. He got experience.
Mhm.
I'm not so long in the UFC, small 3 years, and of course I pick a lot up, learn a lot, and yeah, the only thing I know is going there, put him away, and that gives me all the attention I need, get myself up back in the ranking. That's all we want, and get back for the goal. This is the race. So, and right now the division has so many new contenders, so many new faces.
Mhm.
So it's kind of motivating me for training harder and going there and get different faces to fight for or fight against, and
Mhm.
yeah, the competition gets greater.
And that's crazy that you've only been in the UFC for 3 years. It feels like you've been around for a minute just because you climbed the ranks so fast. So
Correct.
is it tough to like climb the ranks really fast but then have to take a step back and start working on other things to get back into that title contender spot?
It's both, and as life is, you gotta go hard, or you gotta go home, or you're gonna take your time and learn and then go hard.
Mhm.
So I'm at the spot right now. I learn a lot, and now I'm ready to go again to take that sprint, and hopefully it bring me to the goal. Yeah,
It's funny because I was just thinking that before this interview that yeah, you really only had what 15 MMA fights or something like that, right? I mean, obviously a lot more kickboxing, but it's exactly that you are still, you know, you're not green, but you're still developing, you're still
Mm,
evolving, we're still right in the middle of your growth as a career, and it is exciting to see that you're going to keep making leaps and bounds. So I'm curious, what's one thing that you've been working on now, or has there been something that you maybe didn't like doing before that now that you are kind of in the thick of it now, you're like, all right, I get it, I like this a little more than I thought I used to.
I'm always a little bit behind with my wrestling, my ground game. So we've been
mm,
working on that every time, and then every time you think you're a step closer, and then you see you need some small details where you need to, how it is, small details to get out where you are, or
Mhm.
to resolve a position,
mhm.
and then yeah, it gets hard sometimes, and I don't love wrestling, but I do it because I have to do it because it gets you tired, all the new stuff. And then when
Yeah.
you're done, you feel so relieved. But I don't like thinking going to the wrestling class. But while I'm doing it, I'm done doing it. I'm feeling really great and feeling like it's done, and I feel good about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's how I feel about running. I hate running. I mean, I
I
used
can
to
run
feel
all
that
day.
way. Yeah, you love running?
Yeah, I can run all day. It's
Ah,
easy
that's
for
Oh,
me.
so
it sucks.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
running
I
is
hate
everyone has
running.
a
easy.
different
Yeah,
poison, I guess. Um,
yeah.
well, that's really interesting that you have been working a lot on your wrestling. Is there ever a point where you think you'll actually enjoy grappling and getting tired and crawling around?
I like rolling more
Okay.
instead
Yeah.
of doing drills that I'm like going live instead of
Uh-huh.
doing
Yes.
drills. Yeah, because
Okay.
live, you got that moment. Sometimes you can explode. You can use muscle power,
Mhm.
and the technique part is always the hard part because you gotta dig in there and then finally you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked out with DC? Because I know,
Not yet.
he in the past has invited people out to train with him. And at this point, now that he's retired, he's kind of like the Papa Bear of wrestling.
Not yet, but I'm looking forward in the future doing that.
Oh, nice.
Mm, 1 second, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, you
you
should.
where are you at right now? Where are your camps located, and do you travel into the US for like fight week, or how do you usually do that?
Right now, I'm located in Florida. Stay here now for almost 3 years or 3 year past,
Okay.
and do my camp here with American Top Team and live free CrossFit in Miami.
Mhm.
So everything's happening around here, and I feel good. Especially the fight's going to be in our backyard, so
Yeah.
I feel good about it as well. Same time zone, same how you call it? Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah, same
Yeah, atmosphere.
humidity,
Yeah,
same like
exactly the same. Yeah, exactly.
elevation,
You're
everything's the
phrasing
same.
correctly. So so I feel good about it, and yeah, it's positive. I feel good. Can't wait to move forward. In 10 days, it's gonna happen.
Well, you were just talking before about the division and how it is new. I'm curious what you think of Tom Aspinall's big win at the O2 and your former opponent Curtis got a knockout. He shot no takedowns on
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday.
I mean, it's awesome. It's great. Long as you win, it's good. Aspinall, it was acceptable that he can finish Falkov or win Falkov, but I didn't expect it to be so soon. Like 1 minute something or 90 minutes, 90 seconds. It
Yeah,
was really fast, and I was like,
it
okay,
was.
that boy got talent, and then it's nice, beautiful for the division. It's motivating.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did it make you want to grapple?
Has to level. It has to level.
I gotta
But
watch
I
that
Uh,
know
arm.
I know all my future opponents. You gotta want to take me down. Bring me
yes.
down.
Right.
I never face. I believe I faced the craziest wrestler of the heavyweight division,
Mhm.
and it
Yes.
wasn't easy, but it wasn't like I went in there and I got submitted or I got controlled the whole time. No,
Hmm.
we went in there. We fought. It was a good fight, and I picked a lot up for that fight. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm all on game. It's getting better, and I feel good about it.
Nice. And I love that you said that too, because a lot of times, it gives you confidence as a fighter to just
Mhm.
see someone who's running through everyone and you might not have won against them, but you still were competitive and you
Yep.
didn't like you showed a lot of good things. So that always gives you that confidence because like Karen said, you are very young in your career. You still have a whole another half of your career waiting for
Yeah.
you on the other side. So that's there's a lot of upside to what you can do in the future.
Right now is I believe that I didn't take everything out of myself yet, and it's about to come.
Mm,
Yeah, that's how I feel.
nice.
Nice. Nice. Well, you're still young. Yeah. I mean, you're only 34 or
Four,
something, or just
yeah, just turned
you
24.
and you
He's a
just turned. That's
baby.
right.
He's a
Happy belated
baby.
birthday. He is a baby. And especially, yeah, I mean, heavyweights can fight forever. Well, uh Arlovsky is what, 42 now?
Yo,
43?
He's still fighting.
44? And
Fun
yes,
he's
to them.
doing
still
Yeah,
great,
still
you know?
killing it.
he's really
Um,
good. Yeah, saw him today doing the wrestling class, and he's there. He's not a guy you can
Yeah.
pass. He, yeah.
Nice.
When's the last time you visited home in Suriname?
Let me see. I think December. I went back in
Okay.
Nice.
January. Yeah. So I start my camp there and then move here and then just go, keep going. Yeah. Because
Nice.
the
Nice.
fight's supposed to
Nice.
be 26th of February. So that's why I
Nice.
start home because I want to be a little bit more with my family, chill,
Hmm.
Hmm.
enjoy them. And then I
Hmm.
came here to, and then fight got postponed. And then, yeah.
Right. Right.
Are you
And
like
did
this?
you?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
go ahead. Yeah.
sorry. Well, I was just gonna say, are you like a superstar out there? Because whenever we have guests from other countries, a lot of times they have these big welcomings when they go back home. Like
Hmm.
with Sabina Mazo, she was talking about how she didn't want it to happen, but everyone would come and get excited about her coming back, and like
But you can
that was.
control it. And if you do good things, people
Hmm.
are going to support you and come to see you in person, shake your hands, and give you the good wishes. And I explain
Hmm.
that. It's good. It feels good. Yeah.
Do you have a is there a Mrs. Biggie Boy?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a
There is.
family. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. So you have kids too?
Yeah. 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 I have, let me
Nice.
see, what I know of, 20 girls, 20 boys. I'm joking.
20
uh,
girls,
Nah, I have
20
20 girls.
boys.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Are they getting into the fight game? You know, a lot of people now put their kids in gis, at the
I like,
age of 2 or have them doing all
like
kinds of
for them
stuff.
to
Are
do
you
sport.
raising fighters?
I like for them to do sport. And if they want to fight, I can help them. But it's not that I'm going to say you have to go to do this, you have to go to wrestling class. No. You do whatever you want, as long as you're
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Yeah. For me,
Nice.
especially for me, it's like I've been in a fight game now 17 years, almost 18,
Hmm.
and nobody told you or tell you like you're gonna make it or not. It's hard.
Right.
mhm.
Like once upon a time, you got this chance, and then you boom, you explode, you made it, and then what? A good 5, 6, 7 years, and then it's done.
Right. Has
You
there
agree?
ever been like a real great nugget of advice that you got from a coach or anything? Like was there something that you got early in your kickboxing career that stuck with you?
Yeah, it's like always my coach, my love to say, used to say, like, you know what, you're gonna get a lot of attention, and that was since I was young. But try to stay yourself, be yourself,
Mhm.
Mm.
and I think I'm close to that. I feel like that.
Nice.
I
That
would
is
say
good.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely don't seem like you're trying to put on an act or anything. You are what you are. You speak with your hands in the
Yeah.
cage, and I like that. I like that about you.
I I like, as you say, I like the action, and of course we do it because we're working hard for it, and I put my heart, my soul, everything in it. When I go in the gym, I try to give all everything, and make sure that I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. That's how
Nice.
I feel for the sport, and I can put on an act and say this and say that. I wanna knock you out, of course, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna knock you out and I'm gonna take your face, wipe the floor clean, and all. No, that's not mine. That's not mine.
Take your face. I like that though.
You
Take
know,
your face.
we're trying to say, then say thing about other families, blah blah, and then on the end of the game,
Yeah.
no need for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no. I
Right.
I I agree.
I mean, when I think of you like creating drama and then doing what you did to Alistair Overeem, I feel like it might have been too much.
Yeah, if you
Like
had
if
also talked crap and then did
yeah,
that,
like if he could
that
do
would
that to someone, I'd be very scared of a person who's also talking
exactly.
crap. Like I would believe you, I wouldn't
Right.
think that you were exaggerating. If you said, "I'm
Yeah.
going to take your face and rip your mouth out," and then you did that, then I'm going to be like, "Oh no." I hope he doesn't say
Yeah,
that about anyone else.
but you never know what's happening in the octagon, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
you
Well, and
know,
it's funny too because you are laid back and everything, but when I saw, if you look on your Instagram, folks, your new fight shirts are pretty flashy. You have like the leopard or the cheetah skin going, and
yeah.
then this and that. So who designed that for you? Because
I
it's
have to
pretty
give that.
flashy.
I have to give Michael Bob that one. The coach Michael Bob designed it, and it's really nice. Everybody liked it.
I like it. Yeah, no, it's sharp. It's great, and you'll have to look it up, Ange. It
Check
looks
that
really
out.
good. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
guys,
yeah.
What
It's
is it?
sharp.
you guys I'm
Instagram?
gonna try to save two for you guys. What you guys size? Smalls?
Oh, yeah, you
Yay!
know she's teeny tiny. Come
Small,
on,
small, extra small when I'm in fight
small,
camp.
small, small.
I'm
Yes.
saving two for you guys, and I'm trying to send it to you guys pretty soon.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll send you the deets.
so you know what? Listen, this person is asking here. Leroy is saying, basically asking you, Jairzinho, if you've ever thought about light heavyweight. Can you make light heavyweight?
I have a lot of question about that. I fought like 205, like almost 12 years ago. I was
Uh
young.
huh.
I started with 205 actually, skinny
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
heavy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna take me 6 months, but I think I can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah,
Wow.
maybe a
Yeah.
That's so
future.
crazy.
Let me think about it. I hope I
I
answered your
mean,
question.
it it'd be exciting. It'd be exciting. Right now there has been some movement and so there is some new blood going on, but at the same time, Glover is a little bit older. We don't know how much longer he'll fight, right? We might have Rakic and Wahovic maybe fighting,
Mhm.
right? We just saw sorry, the Santos fight and everything. I mean, you could come in and make an impact.
I'll think about
Literally.
it. And for sure,
Literally.
let me know. And we can talk
I
more
did
about
hear
that.
an interview where you said you felt like you were a small heavyweight. So
I am.
I think yeah,
Everybody's so
yeah.
bigger than me, and yeah,
And I kind of feel the same way too. Like I feel like I'm a small strawweight, but like everyone says everyone else is bit or everyone else is
a little bit
my
taller. Yeah,
size. But like yeah, I always feel like kind of small in there. And I've always thought about going down if there was a weight class, if there was 105 in
yeah,
UFC, I would
yeah.
definitely entertain it. But you have to worry about how happy you're gonna be during fight camp. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I bet you like to
You're not
eat. I
gonna be
bet you
happy.
get to eat whatever you want
Yeah.
because you're a smaller heavyweight, right? You don't have to diet. You don't really have to cut out carbs at any
Not
point of
really.
fight camp.
No, not really. I'm always on weight. Sometimes I want to gain a little bit, but I'm always on weight, and I feel good. I don't have to really diet. Just eat clean,
Yeah.
no Mackie, no hamburgers, how you call it, Burger King and stuff. No, just clean food, dry food, and I go
Mm.
down by myself.
Nice. So if you were after a fight, if you were to celebrate with a true home country Suriname meal, what would that entail?
Let me see. Even until music,
Uh-huh.
beer,
Yeah.
uh, a lot of ladies and
Nice.
friends.
Hey.
Yeah, and yeah, and it go
And what
till 7 a.m. in the morning.
nice. And
Hey.
what are we eating?
Food is gonna be small. Can be barbecue. We have the famous
Yeah.
barbecue in Suriname. I'm trying to bring it to the states, and we will see in the future if it goes or not. But I'm
Ooh.
trying to bring it to the states, and I think we have the famous barbecue, the good
Nice.
taste, yeah,
What
season
Nice.
and
is
stuff.
is it called something? Like, is there a special name for it, or is it just barbecue?
It's just barbecue, but there's a different season we use,
Okay.
and we have peanut sauce. Um, yeah, and we have
Nice.
some
Nice.
Oh
some how
man.
you call it? We have some uh, wrap called roti. We
Yes,
just wrap.
Ooh,
roti.
I
Well,
love
I'm half
roti.
Jamaican, so
Yeah.
yeah, we get the
We talked
roti.
about it. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's a
Exactly.
really good
Yeah, I
one.
Everybody
love
loves
it.
roti.
Oh my God, how can you not? I mean, you can get a bad roti, like if you've only had it here, and then you can
Yeah.
Right,
ruin it.
right.
But
I
I'm
I
sure
agree.
it's good though.
I had a bad one, but we're not naming names.
No. Did you like throw it in their face, like get this out of
No, no,
here?
not that. But I'm like, nah, that's not the real one. Sometimes
Hey,
You're like,
so
we just buy the wrap and then make the meat and curry at home.
mm.
Yeah,
nice.
hot dog,
Nice.
hot lamb. Ooh,
Oh, sounds so
gonna
good.
cook it.
Wow, wow,
I'm
wow.
like
Hey, well,
salivating
so
right now.
Biggie, yeah, I know, right? Biggie, we are also on Twitch. We broadcast on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter. Are you a gamer at all? Because I know a lot of fighters are.
Yeah, I am.
So what do you play?
Soccer. I used to play. This
Okay.
game I didn't play a lot, but I used to play soccer, Call of Duty, Far
Uh-huh.
Cry, Mortal Kombat, and NBA.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? Who do you play as?
Scorpion, Scorpion. I beat the
Hey,
Scorpion
get over
and all that.
here. Nice. It's my
That's
favorite too.
great.
Just saying. Just
Is it?
saying. Yeah. Get over here. Yeah,
Get
that's
over
always
here.
fun. That
Oh, is
because
that
that's
the
the
special
only
move?
thing. Yeah, because that's the only thing I beat my brothers with. I do the get over here, and then the claw comes out and he brings them over, and then you do the uppercut, and then
Uppercut.
I would just
Correct.
do that over and over, or I'd spam the sweet button. I was a button masher. I wasn't very good, but that's how I would beat my brothers.
I love Mortal Kombat. Back in the days, we used to play with the big game, like the
Yeah, the
forgot the name.
cabinet, the
Yes.
arcade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
So
still,
great.
yeah,
that's
still great.
awesome.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat too. That's one that I'm a button masher, but that's one where I can sometimes actually kind of almost figure something out. So
Yeah,
I,
because you
I
got
can
the
be
quick
relatively competitive with it.
Talk
you got the
about
quick
Kind
games.
of.
fingers.
Talk about games. This game is out of the picture. I think Street Fighter. That one was a really
Oh,
good one as
Street
well.
Fighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Street Fighter.
That's where you would walk around like you could pick up the lead pipe and stuff, right? And
Uh,
No, that's
no.
Streets of Rage.
oh, that's
Yeah.
Streets of Rage. Sorry,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
sorry,
Street
sorry.
Fighter is the one with Chung Li and Ryu and Ken and
Right,
all those
right, right.
guys. Yeah.
Correctly.
Okay.
And Sagat.
Okay. I,
Yeah.
I don't know why Streets of Fury 6 in my head more. I just love that idea of picking up the lead pipe. Like I remember that part where you're walking down the street and you're like, cool. And you
What are your guys' favorite games?
That's a good game too. Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
What are your guys' favorite games?
My favorite
Dance
games.
Dance Revolution.
Hey, there you
I
go.
like that. No, my favorite like all time game is Centipede, but that's really old school, but that's like
I
my
don't know.
all-time favorite game. But in terms of newer games, yeah, I'm not really very good at stuff. So yeah, like Dance Dance Revolution.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick like a favorite game. Somebody in the chat said Double Dragon. And I did love that game when I was a kid. That and Ninja Turtles, playing those with my
Yeah.
brothers.
Remember that one?
There was one called Abe's Odyssey I really liked, but it's kind of like weird and dumb. So if anyone in there remembers Abe's Odyssey, that was my jam as a kid.
Hey, so listen, Jairzinho, I guess we're gonna let you go here, but I think we're getting some shout outs from some of your countrymen and women.
Yeah. Hey, cool, motherfucker. Asking how I'm doing. Fucking, how you doing?
Yeah, is that what that is? Okay, so yeah, so that's what is this? I don't know what else they're saying here.
I hope it's respectful.
Yeah, they say it's nice life, Chad. Bring what life into on YouTube. Bring in some
Oh,
life.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, and I think there was Fatima was also just kind of saying hey. So there you go.
Hey, Serena.
Oh yeah, in the house.
Nice. So what are you walking out to? Do you walk out? I forget. Do you walk out to music from Suriname, or do you have just walk out to like hip hop? What do you walk out to?
I have this new. One of my friends bring on a new song, and I'm gonna come up with it. But it's a surprise, so I can say sorry.
Cool.
Oh,
But you guys are gonna love it.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Well, and plus, yeah, and you get a crowd because that feels good to get back in front of the crowd, right? As opposed to being at the Apex.
Yeah, correctly. It's been a while before the Blades fight, but we've been struggling in the COVID time, but thank God we over there, and now everything is with audience, right?
Yeah, well,
pretty much. Yeah,
not everything. It's like every
every
pay-per-view,
UFC,
I think.
every pay-per-view.
Every
I thought
pay-per-view, but still a
the
lot
one
of
in
the.
Ohio wasn't a pay-per-view, right? It was a fight night.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
We're traveling a little. We're starting to travel a little bit more. Like I know, some of my assignments might be on the road. I just don't know where yet.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it is starting to get back to quote unquote, normal or to how much we used to. But I don't know if it's ever going to be like. I think they're always going to use the Apex, for some stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
Filler.
gonna be awesome. Can't wait to explore all states of the United
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Biggie, I know, you got stuff to do. It's, you got to wind down your camp and all, but we really appreciate you hanging out with us for a bit today.
Thank you guys for having me, and it was also awesome as always talking to you. And Angela, nice meeting you. I heard a lot about you. I saw your name a lot in the past 6-7 months, and now finally meeting you is nice. Hopefully seeing you.
It's great to meet you too. I actually watched you fight live with my mom in DC. So
nice. Good to know.
Yeah, and that was a good one. So
Yeah.
That's always a cool first impression. My mom loves you too.
Oh, nice.
I feel comfortable.
I will.
Cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, I bother you before every fight at this point now. So thanks for for accepting every time I ask you to do an interview or whatever. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you throw down.
Yeah, April 9th going down, and yeah, you guys make sure you're watching, you tune in. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
don't blink, man. Don't blink, you'll miss
it. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I mean, come on.
I mean, he's so sweet. He's so sweet.
He's so sweet. Well, the big dudes, they don't have a reason to be a jerk. You know what I mean? It's who's he afraid of? You know what I mean?
But there's jerks out there that are big and scary. So it's refreshing to see someone who doesn't take advantage of their imposing, I don't know, abilities. The fact that they can just smash anyone. Like he's seems like a very confident man, like very confident in his own skin.
Yeah, and just like such a nice smile, such a nice vibe. Like you could definitely tell. Like I want to go to the party at his house, the one that goes till 7 a.m.
I know, with the fucking barbecue and shit and the roadie. Oh my god, I'd be so fat, dancing and having a great time.
I know, right? Yeah. No,
that sounds amazing.
That'd be great. He's such a good dude. Yeah. What was I going to say? If there was just any comments here or whatever, but yeah, we got some people it was nice to get some shout outs here from some of his countrymen and women. So yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, okay, so Ange, we sort of mentioned it a little bit there, but with Curtis getting that win, it's funny. It's you can tell that he is on a mission to, I don't want to say reinvent himself, but like he said,
Mm.
give people more things to worry about type thing, show more
Mm.
looks, prove that he's more than just a one-trick pony. And yeah, if he's turns into a knockout artist and has that wrestling in his back pocket, that's kind of scary.
I mean, nobody would be mad at him if he turned into a knockout artist. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
that is gonna allow him to do that is the fact that his wrestling is so dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can get anyone down. Like he's done it multiple times. I think he has the most takedowns, at least in his weight class,
I would
at this
think.
point.
Mm-hmm.
So he's so successful there that if you're not working on sprawling and brawling for a camp against Curtis Blades, you're stupid. Like you're not gonna
Right.
expect him to stand with you, especially if you feel like you have something to threat with on the feet. He's gonna
Mm-hmm.
take you down. So while he's setting up his takedowns, he's also setting up punches. He's setting up everything. And this guy is a big guy. He's
He
a
is
big
big.
dude. He has power. And I've always said that wrestlers are really good at just transitioning the power from their legs to their fists. Like you
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of wrestlers, they have these devastating like overhand rights. And I feel like it's
Yeah.
because they're so used to just like transferring weight and coming forward and
Dan
committing.
Hendo.
Yeah, exactly. Dan Henderson. He's used to like putting weight on that front foot and committing. And that commitment to the punch is something that some strikers don't have because you're taught
Mm-hmm.
so much to be reserved, not to like overextend yourself because you
Right.
can find yourself off balance. Wrestlers, they want to be off balance in order to get the takedown. They want to move
Right.
forward like a freight train. So it's a really good transition for him to start throwing bombs and start believing in his hands, especially once his like defense has become a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing him eat shots that he doesn't need to take. He's
Mm-hmm.
taking the right risk at the right time. And I really like the evolution of Curtis Blades. Like I always felt like he would be champion.
Mm-hmm.
At some point. It just hasn't happened as quickly as maybe he thought or I myself thought. But
Right.
it's still very much there. He's still very much like the boogeyman at the top of the list of top 5 heavyweights. So
Yeah.
it's like a scary thing to get that matchup when you know all you need is one more win and you could be fighting for the title.
Yeah, he's quite a threat, and yeah, very powerful. Just yeah, just thick and just yeah, explosive.
He got them
Just
thickums too. Like that's my other theory. Me and my husband have been talking about this theory. The bigger the glutes, the
Yes.
stronger the punch. Like those
Yeah.
are the things driving the
It's true.
inertia from the floor to your body to your fist. So
Yep.
like when you see someone with cakes, you gotta watch out for those hands. Like
That's right.
it's gonna hurt.
That's true. That is true. Well, good luck. I mean, congratulations, rather, not good luck. Congratulations to Curtis.
Yeah.
It's good for him. And yeah, he posted something. I guess some people were talking to him about his speech impediment again. And he's like, look, I've had it all my life. Like, I can't, I thought you guys knew this by now. I'm fine. Because some people, I guess, were trying to say that he had CTE. And so, I don't know if I don't know the tone of how they were saying that, if people were picking on him or if they were legit concerned.
Yeah.
But he had to post it again. Like, I don't have CTE. This is a lifelong thing. It's just how I am. Thanks for your concern or whatever, but peace. Like, I'm good.
What is his speech? I didn't even notice. What does he have? Like a
Yeah,
list?
he's just had a stutter. He had it all his life.
Oh, the
and
stutter.
It's something that
I did remember that.
he worked. Yeah, he worked through, and I think mostly for the most part it's gone, but obviously he might still have the lingering effects or have it sometimes or whatever type thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just, when it just, I thought everybody knew too. So I guess it's, you got to figure people are always coming to the sport, maybe just saw it for the first time. But yeah, he posted something else about it again saying, yeah, I don't have CTE.
That's so funny. You know what happened? He got too good at, he worked on it too good. Like
right.
He got too good at speaking. So when he was caught off, like, with all the excitement and everything,
For sure.
a tiny bit, people were like, "Oh, what's that? What's that new thing?" We never seen
Yeah.
that before. Oh,
Right.
I get so annoyed when people get hopped and when people learn the term CTE. I feel like people get really excited to use it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like when people learn the word hematoma, they're
Right.
just like, oh, is that a hematoma? It's like, no, it's a pimple. You don't even know what it is. You're like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, is this a hematoma? No,
Yep.
it's a bruise. So, like,
Yeah.
I feel like CTE is one of those things. Like, people learn
Right.
it, they learn about it, and they think they're like a fucking genius, and they start
Right.
throwing it at anything that looks a little weird to them. So,
I'm
yeah,
just laughing because
stop it, people.
most people don't know what critical race theory is either. And so,
Oh no, and they never will.
they're legit mad about it, and then but couldn't describe it at all. But anyway, hey, so what do you? I just think it's funny. What do you think of Alexa Grasso? You know, this girl, came into the UFC as a striker, gets a submission win over JoJo Wood. And I like her at this weight class. You know, she did have a couple of struggles, right? A couple times to hit your weight before. So it was kind of sort of forced up or whatever. But I like her at this weight. She always has real peppy hands and everything. And to see her now getting submissions and stuff, and I just think she's adorable.
Yeah, she is. She's
You
adorable.
know.
I can admit it now that she's not in my weight class.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Exactly. Before you had to keep your
I'm like,
distance. I get
fuck
it.
that hoe. No, she no, she's adorable. And
Yeah.
it's nice to see her evolving. It's nice to
Yeah.
see her not have to, and that's kind of what I was talking about with Jairzinho. Is that it? Did I say it right?
Jairzinho.
Jairzinho. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about with him when it comes to going down a weight class when you've
Mhm.
gotten real comfortable in the weight class that you fight at, even when you feel a little small, sometimes doing that extra bit of like cardio, doing that extra bit of dieting, like some people who I've trained with would have to skip practices so they can go on 10-mile runs like at a
Mhm.
light pace so they can make the weight and
Burn.
burn the
Right.
calories without blowing their knees out, and then they'll blow their
Right.
knees out. So it's like it's a thing that really takes away from your training and takes away from your
Mhm.
evolution as a fighter when you're so worried about making the weight, when you can just fight comfortably, when you only have to cut like 10-15 pounds. That's not a big deal, like you can do
Mhm.
that on a week's notice and be
Yeah.
okay and be healthy in the fight. So
Right.
it's good that Alexa has figured that out. She moved up a weight class and now she's comfortable
Mhm.
and now she's settling in, because there's also that fear of not being strong enough, not being big enough when you do go
Yeah.
up that weight class, because a lot of people, especially in the women's divisions, are kind of stuck in the middle. Like
Yeah.
Alexa's perfect weight class might be 120. My perfect
Right.
weight class might be like 112 or something random,
Right.
like
Right.
just because
Yeah.
everyone's bodies are different. So
Right.
it's nice to see her settling in and making up for whatever differences there are at 125. And now she's like getting finishes. Now she's like
Mhm.
showing other wrinkles to her game. And just like Blades, if you can do everything, then you're gonna start seeing those finishes more often because people don't know
Yeah.
what to defend against.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just she's just gonna keep going up, up, up. Yeah. But here's the thing. Trady 80 saying she could be a problem for Valentina down the road for sure. She's on the track to be somebody who can. Manon won her fight again as well on the same night. But it's going to take some time because Valentina is just so unbelievably dominant. But hey, Baz, I know our buddy Baz Wax, Angie, is actually Scottish.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
so
What up, Baz? So
sorry.
yeah, that's a tough go for JoJo. She's just submissions have always been her weak spot, right?
And I don't, I feel like she
I think
doesn't
she's been subbed a
seem,
few times.
I feel like she seems very unmotivated in there now. Like her last few fights, there weren't many moments of success. Like I think the one I was most impressed with her was the Lauren Murphy fight.
Uh-huh.
I thought that might have even should have gone her way if I remember
Right.
correctly.
Okay.
But still, it was a very, I don't know, everything seems more labored for her. Like, I don't know if it's just like she's second guessing her attacks, or if she just feels uncomfortable on fight day. I
Uh-huh.
know it's a really hard thing to do, to like get up and say, I'm going to fight someone today in front of millions of people. Like that's a
Yeah,
really hard thing to do.
it is.
And
I
I
bet.
don't know, like I just feel like she hasn't been very motivated in her last like 3, 4, 5 fights, maybe since going up to the 125. It's a
Yeah.
little, like I was saying, it's a little harder. It's a little more uncomfortable fighting people who can be substantially bigger than you, stronger than you, or stronger feeling at least. It's just it's a weird one. And I feel like we might not see JoJo for a long time right now, just because of her skid, and just because of
I was
like,
gonna, yeah,
yeah, how many I guess just like quick finishes she's had recently.
right. And so now so now her record is 15-8. Um, and she is
Not the
oh,
worst
that's right.
record.
No, 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 no. No, I'm just stating facts right now.
Not the worst record, Karen. No.
I didn't say it was stated
So
without
sensitive.
prejudice.
Go,
But
come, Will Smithy.
yeah, exactly. But she is on a 3-fight skid. She lost, yeah, to Alexa in rear naked choke first round. She lost to Taila Santos, rear naked choke first round. She lost to Lauren Murphy by split decision. Like you said, she did beat Jessica I, but prior to
Okay.
that, she had lost to Jennifer Maya via armbar. And her
Hmm.
other loss was
Oh yeah,
there
I
was
remember
a
that.
decision to Chukagian. She lost decision to Calvillo, and she lost by guillotine to Andrade. So that's what I'm saying. Her losses have more frequently come by submission than any
Yeah.
other way. So
And then in the
um,
decision losses too, it just felt like there wasn't like a fire lit under her ass,
yeah,
like she doesn't seem to have that urgency that she did in the very
yeah,
beginning. So it's hard. I mean, I know more
yeah.
than anyone, it's hard once you get a loss, then you get another loss, then maybe you get a win, but then you get a loss again. Like it's hard to get that motivation to go in there and be yourself, like to be the person that you are in training, because you're
Mhm.
afraid of another loss, another heartbreak. Like we put so much energy into every fight camp. Like the people who get finished very soon, it doesn't mean that they suck, like it means
Mhm.
that it just wasn't their night, but it's also means that they're going to be upset about that for a long time. Maybe fights later they're going to be upset about that loss. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of hard to watch JoJo walk into another fight now, knowing that she's had those groups of losses, and you just want her to get a win. It's just hard.
Mhm.
Hard being a fighter, man. I really do feel sad for people. And like, to JoJo's credit, like I did feel like she won that Lauren Murphy fight, and Lauren Murphy, she fought for the title. She's a good fighter.
Mhm.
And then with the Talia Santos chick, she's fucking good.
She's
Like she's
great.
been
She's
trying
really
everyone.
good.
So it's not like, JoJo's getting washed up by scrubs. Like she's
Right.
just having bad nights. And I hope the motivation is there if she continues to fight. But if it isn't, like, you gotta just chill and
Yeah, well,
wait
she
until it
did
comes
get
back.
married recently. Maybe maybe she's not as motivated to fight anymore. Yeah, maybe she's just ready to do something else, or just doesn't, yeah, have the motivation. And I would imagine, like you were saying, when you have the consecutive losses, your self-doubt creeps in, and it's hard
Mm.
to believe in yourself, I bet. So, and knowing that no matter what, she's still going to be a name that other people get fired up to face. So the
Yeah,
other people
yeah,
fighting her are inspired to work hard.
yeah, yeah. No, everyone's like, "Ooh, JoJo, I remember her from Top."
Right.
It's like, God damn it, I get another like spunky,
Young,
excited,
hungry. Right.
strong ass, just off the juice, fresh in the UFC candidate for the title, and I have to fight him because I'm a name, even though, like,
Yep.
I lost my last few fights. So it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it always sucks. It always sucks being that person. I know from personal
It's tough.
experience,
It's tough.
but that's the game. That's the
It
game.
is the game. Hey, what did you make of I was bummed from for our buddy Max Payne Griffin. I like Neil
Hmm.
Magny a lot, but Max, hops on the old Tuesday nights festivities and the after party and stuff with us a lot. And that was a close fight. I did think that I thought it was going to go 2 rounds to him, but obviously that Neil turned it up so much at the end that and if you might it was a close fight. I'm sure it was hard to score, but I did think Max had won. But I also did think, even before they said anything on the show, when I was watching it, I thought, oh, he looked a little amped up, because before he told us he was going to try to get a signature win. And he really was feeling so confident. And I think he was so amped up to do that I wondered if he had any kind of like an adrenaline dump, because he was so energetic in that first round.
Yeah, and I'm looking at because I actually didn't get to watch that one. I'm sorry,
Uh-huh.
but I'm looking at I always go to MMA decisions when I'm wondering what other people are thinking about it, and the media scores. Most people scored it 29-28 for Magny. Some people scored it 29-27. I guess that's that third round you're talking
Right, because
about.
they could. That's the whole thing. Is it could have been a 10-8 round,
Yeah.
So.
And then a few, like 3 people scored it for Griffin 29-28 the other way.
Like I said, it was really close, and it is come about that second round. So because Neil did have a slow start, but Neil never gives up, and you know what I mean? He's just that veteran that you just never, even when he's never been finished or only ever been finished once or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
it's a
gave
bummer.
him the first round. One judge gave Griffin the second round.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
did you see the Matt Brown fight? Matt
feels
Brown
like a
and
long time ago.
well, Matt Brown is he's just an animal. I just love him, and I know everybody, most people do. He's just
versus Bryant. Okay,
scrappy guy. So yeah,
how did that one go? I think
it
I
went to
just about the
Barbarina.
last ones.
It was an entertaining back and forth fight, but I don't. Yeah, Matt was more banged up at the end.
Oh yeah.
But it was entertaining. I like Matt Brown.
So do you think it the fight was good? Like it went to the right person?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I was kind of half in, half out on watching that one, but it seemed like it makes sense. And it was, Matt Brown is just always entertaining. I just like Matt Brown a lot because he throws nice body shots.
Yeah.
So, that's what I like a lot.
I like his elbows.
Yeah.
He's very elbow magnetic.
Yes, exactly.
And that was the one thing I was looking for when I was trying to like just recap everything. I was seeing if there was like a big elbow moment there, but
right, because he's had some. He's great. He's great. Cool. All right. Well, before we get out of here, what you been watching? You watching anything interesting?
Man, what have I watched? Before we talk about that, I did want to talk about the Mark DeCasey fight.
Oh, okay.
That was like kind of an interesting storyline. He went full wrestler.
Right. Instead, he's a striker, and Slava Claus is supposed to be the next big thing. So
yeah. So people are like booing, people are upset, but I am really impressed.
Because Angie's like takes notes on how to go from striker to grappler.
I'm like, fuck you guys. You want to see him either get a knockout or get like sat on and submitted. So instead, let's flip the
script,
flip the board over, flip the game board over. So what my coach always says, but I don't know if that's how he says it. But yeah, like flip the game over. Like, no, I'm not playing by your rules. I'm gonna do it my way. And I thought it was really interesting that he chose that route. And I hope that he doesn't let the booze negate him from continuing to do that. Just like do whatever he wants in there. Do what he feels like is gonna be the best path to victory. And when you're doing crazy kicks like he got famous for, there's always a chance someone just trained just enough to be able to defend that and counter you while your back's turned to him, because like he does all this cool spinning stuff, these jump and flip kicks and all that stuff. And when you have a reputation like that, people are very well equipped once you have enough like tape to look
Mhm.
at, and you get people to mimic that. And what they didn't have tape on was him getting takedowns and just being really pressury on the ground
Right.
and grinding out a decision. So I enjoyed that. I felt like it was like a little troll to
It was.
the
He and
to the
Curtis were
game
both trolling.
planners. Yeah, exactly. So I like that. I like that change of events.
Cool. Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Well, yeah, you got to win because he came on the scene kind of hot and won some, and he's flashy, but then he had lost a couple. And, yeah, you got to secure your job and secure the bag, You got to
Yeah,
win.
like that's a big difference. Winning and losing to your bank account, it's a very big difference. So
Yep.
good for him. I was proud of him, or not proud of him, but happy for him. I always feel
Yes.
like proud of somebody sounds a little patronizing, but no, I was happy
Right,
for him to
right,
get that win.
right, right,
Um,
right.
but yeah, what are you watching? I don't even know what I'm watching right now. I'm
So,
just like, oh, you know what I'm doing for the Twitch fans? I've
what?
been playing a little Elden Ring.
What does that mean?
It is a game, and it's trending right now, and it's
Is
very
it
hard, and I hate love it. Like I'm at a point where I'm leveled up a little bit, but I accidentally chose like the wrong class. So it's actually like the hardest class to start playing with. But
okay?
eventually, once you're all leveled up, it's the easiest one. But I didn't know that. I just picked it because it had like a cool outfit. It was just like
Uh,
a
uh,
loincloth. I was like, oh yeah.
okay.
I want to go bare naked, like butt naked. That's my
Yeah.
character. So my character's butt naked, and like everything kills it. Like rats kill it,
Oh
like
no.
fucking birds kill it. So I finally leveled up to the point where I can kill big monsters, but I
Yeah.
can't kill bosses yet. And I have to like Google how to bring a friend in, because that's
Got it.
also a part of it. You bring in co-op people to help you do it. So hey, if anyone wants to jump on my co-op, I'll make my password booty butt cheeks, and you guys can jump in on my Elden Ring co-op and help me beat a boss. But yeah, so
Nice.
that's what I've been playing. I haven't really been watching much because I've been playing video games like a dork.
Cool.
But what have you
Cool.
been watching?
Well, I was watching, and I still am. I'm almost done with it, with that Inventing Anna show.
Oh, is it good?
Here's the thing. It's like 9 episodes or something like that. It should have been like 3. You know what I mean? I
Oh
feel like the
no.
whole storyline is just kind of stretched out. I
Yeah.
feel like it's quite redundant what happens in different episodes. It's
Mm.
the same thing of like, look how she, got over on these people or whatever. And then, so there's really not that much advancement. And then there's a lot of filler. The clothes are cool. The scenery, some of the stuff is cool. But to me, it seems like one of those shows that they stretched out just to make content for people that are
Yeah.
sitting at home. And so I really like the actress because she's not the same girl that's in Ozark. And I
Mhm.
really like what's her face too, that the other lead woman, I forget her name right now. But Anna, no, I mean, I forget her name. But anyway, but I like the
I like
people.
it.
I like. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't have a problem with the people in it. It's just that I'm like, okay, yeah, you just stretch this thing that should have been like a 3 episode, whatever, and you made it 9. So that's a little frustrating. And I think part of it was watching this show with the backdrop of the congressional, the judicial hearing, like whether or not they're going to confirm this woman who is like so hyper overqualified and people are nitpicking her and like giving her so much
Yeah.
grief. And then meanwhile, then
Uh.
you're watching this show about this dumb young white girl. I mean, she's not dumb, but this little white girl who gets everything that she wants. Like the conflict, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yes.
maybe that was a bad time to start watching it with that
No.
going on in real life in the background, because it just amplified how bogus this was and like how much that actually is true, that they can get away with anything. This overqualified woman is getting like dragged.
Dude, I was listening
Sorry
to
to
it
get
on my way
into
to
that, but
training once, and it
yeah.
put me in the worst mood. Oh my god, it was yeah, it
No, I
was
don't watch it because I
that.
can't handle like the
It was
getting the
like
I
my
can't.
I was like tense on the wheel, like,
Right.
are you fucking serious? Why are you asking her this? Why? What's wrong with
Yeah.
you
I
people?
can't watch it because it's
Uh,
just whatever. Okay.
and I
But I
felt like
will
half
maybe
the time she was getting interviewed by like Foghorn Leghorn. You're like,
no, I'll say
well
that. No,
then,
I'll
Miss
say that.
Purdy.
I'll say that, boy.
Do you go to church? Oh, well, you don't think it's relevant. I would think that it was relevant. Like, shut up. Oh my God. Shut up.
Anyway, I know
She's
we're
doing
losing
her
viewers.
job better than you're doing your job. Like,
We're losing
Yes.
viewers. That's hilarious. No,
I'm so
but
sorry.
anyway, sorry.
I wasn't sure
Sorry,
if you
folks.
wanted to go there with that
I
whole
did.
thing, but I feel the
Anyway,
same way too when I watch shows like that. I'm just like, damn, white bitches could do anything.
anything they want. Anything they
They
want.
can get away with anything.
Anything they want.
I'd scam everyone.
Anything they want.
You
Anything
scam
they want.
everyone. It'd be so great.
But I am, it's funny, I may start watching the Bridgerton because I watched the first season and I didn't think I was going to like it, and then I liked it, and then I looked at, I saw the trailer for this one and I was like, all right, maybe I'll watch the second season. But I need to catch up on there was some other show that was coming out that I was like, oh, I need to catch up on that. A few things. I don't remember now, but anyway. But yeah, so you've been
you
gaming.
should watch
Okay.
Master to it's on the other side of the spectrum. I think I told you that last time, but it's on the other side of the spectrum. This movie called Master on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I think I saw the little picture of it.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was like it totally like played to my bubble way of thinking, but it's fun to see it on film. So
okay, all right.
So yeah, you should check out Master. It's very much over the top, but I think you might like it. I think you might like it. It's the opposite of what you were just talking about. But yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
And
I haven't seen the Batman yet, and I haven't seen the Spider-Man, and I haven't seen the last movie I went to see was Dune. So,
oh dang,
yeah.
When was that?
That was with Zendaya. They won a bunch of Oscars.
Oh, okay.
It was this year. Jeez Louise, it wasn't that long ago.
Dune came out.
They just won a bunch of Oscars.
I thought it just came out on streaming, so like I didn't think it was like actually out in theaters because I haven't.
Oh no, it was a movie. It was a movie. I went and saw that. Yeah,
I'm trying to think the last movie I saw. I haven't been.
I went by myself. Even I was just like, hey, go see this.
I like going to the fancy ones where they have the reclining chairs.
Yeah. Nice.
The bar.
Right. Exactly.
The food.
Nice.
Yeah. I like fancy. Bring back fancy movie theaters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so where can people find you on social media? We should let people know that this is episode 57 of What Had Happened Was. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. But Ange, where can they find you on social media?
You guys can find me at Instagram at Angie Overkill, on Twitter at Angie Overkill. You can find me at Overkill Hill on TikTok. And for the one person who asked, I'm on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I'm a baller. And my PS name is Angemation if you guys want to follow me there. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and Sirius Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Nice. And
it's always a gamble whether I'm gonna get it right or not. I'm like,
how did you? So you actually found a PS5?
Yeah, I think now they're a little easier to get a hold of, but you still got to do shady stuff. Like I got a friend who already had them,
right?
And I guess they had to connect, and they got some for their friends, but then they had one extra, so they didn't charge me a bunch of money for it. They just, I just paid what they paid for it. So yeah,
okay.
Yeah, right. I really didn't want to pay like scalper fee for it.
I don't want to do that either. That's why I don't have
like
one yet.
It's against my morals. So I waited a whole year and a half, but I finally got one.
Yeah, well, I was telling the kid I wanted to get one, and I wanted to get it before, and I couldn't find one, and so then she was saying, oh, you could just get the old one, but then we were talking about what was compatible with which games and but I think if I can get a new one now, I probably will, so I can, start my Boggle Twitch channel.
You can do that on PS4.
Anyway,
you can do that on your phone. I feel like
nice.
just connect
So
it.
tomorrow on Tuesday Night Festivities, Hanato and I will be talking with Kelvin Gastelum, which will be a lot of
Hey,
fun. And yeah, so that's we do that here on my well, the after party's live on my YouTube. So if you guys are watching this on my YouTube right now, please hit that subscribe button. I got a ton of great content here from like along, like over the last 10, 12 years or something like that. Lots of cool stuff. So if you've never been here before, just dig around. And like I said, this is episode 57 of our show. So we do start Tuesday Night Festivities on my Instagram. Over on Instagram, I'm at KB Heat. But everywhere else, it's Karyn Bryant, Karyn. Bryant as in Kobe, no relation, but may he rest in peace. So thank you to Jairzinho Rozenstruik. If you guys joined us here late in the show,
yeah.
Biggie Boy was our guest and talked all about his upcoming fight and talked about Suriname and talked about, his fight mentality and all kinds of stuff. So you should definitely go back and check out the interview if you missed it.
Yes, check that out. He was a very, very sweet guy. You'd never think he could mash people's faces up with his fist like a monster in Elden Ring. That shit is crazy. And he
What did
if
he say?
you're
I'm going to take your face.
it's just you can see the tooth, right? You can see the teeth. And with his mouth closed, you can still see his teeth. It was horrible. I'm so happy he looks great now. Because
Yes.
that was really nasty.
It was crazy. It was crazy. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Usually we do this on Sunday evenings, so we'll probably be back at it on Sunday, but usually it's Sundays at 5, but today was Monday. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one, right?
Yeah. It was my husband's birthday Sunday, so Karen was nice enough to give me the day off.
That's
But
right.
we'll be back next Sunday at 5 o'clock, so don't miss it.
That's right. It was also my mom's birthday, to shout out to both of them,
Hey,
right?
Aries
Hey.
twins.
All
I
right,
bet I
folks.
like your mom.
Of course. All right,
Yeah.
folks. We'll
All
see
right.
you next time. Bye.